wanted to do this very low-key Lofi ASMR chat with you. So, I actually watched the Oscars this year, and I've seen some of the movies, which doesn't usually happen for me, so I thought I would just chat about some of the nominees and winners for 2025 season. These are all just my personal opinions, no hate. I have the categories pulled up, so without further ado. Actor in a leading role. So the winner went to Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. I have not seen The Brutalist, but I was surprised that it remained in the nominees because they pretty much openly said that they needed AI to fix his accent and voice in the movie because he couldn't get it right. And I don't think that equals a Oscar-winning performance if you needed AI to help you. So I was surprised to see that his acceptance speech also rubbed me the wrong way. Wasn't for me, so I will probably skip that movie because of those reasons, so I'm surprised he won. The other nominees, you had Timothy Chalamet, Complete Unknown, Colman Domingo, Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes, Conclave, and Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice. The only other one I've seen is Conclave. Conclave was a fantastic movie. Ralph Fiennes did a really good job, so I could see him taking that instead. Actor in a supporting role went to Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. I completely agree with this win. That was a fantastic movie. He was really good in it. I was happy to see him take that home. The other nominees for Anora, Complete Unknown, The Brutalist, and The Apprentice. So the only other movie I've seen of that is Anora, so I would definitely agree with Kieran Culkin taking home the actor in a supporting role. Then we go to actress in a leading role, which was like so talked about. I went into the Oscars really hoping for Demi Moore to win for The Substance or Cynthia Erivo to win for Wicked. I told myself I would be very pleased with either one of those lovely ladies taking it. And surprisingly, Mickey Madison took it for Anora. Now I have seen Anora. It was a good movie. Laughs and irritation and sadness. It was good. I personally just think Demi Moore or Cynthia Erivo probably would have been higher on my list, in my opinion. But the other, we also had Amelia Perez and I'm Still Here nominated. Also going into the Oscars, I was pretty much in the mindset that I hoped that Amelia Perez didn't take anything home. So I guess anytime it wasn't Amelia Perez was good for me, in my opinion. But speaking of, actress in a supporting role went to Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. I cannot believe that she won for this. She has had some really good performances, and the fact that she won for this just feels weird. There's been a bunch of controversy with this movie, of course, and the way that now, after the award, Zoe Saldana has commented to the press and to people that took issue with the film has left a really bad taste in my mouth. So, definitely, I wasn't happy that the movie won anything, and then the after effect of the crew and the people that made that movie is just a little to me. But Complete Unknown, Wicked, Brutalist, and Conclave were also in this category. I would have loved to have seen Ariana Grande take it for Wicked because she did great as Glenda, although I will say that Isabella Rossellini was really good in Conclave too, so I would have been happy to see her take it either. So, animated feature film, let me see here, so Flow won. I would love to watch this movie. I haven't watched it yet though. I think the only one I've seen is Inside Out 2, so I was personally rooting for that because it was the only one I'd seen. I love those movies. We also had Memory of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, and The Wild Robot. Animated short film, I haven't seen any of these, so I had no opinion. In the Shadow of the Cypress one. Cinematography, the Brutalist one. But going into it, I was really hoping for Nosferatu to take it. I found that movie to be absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. I loved how it was shot, so when I saw that it was nominated for cinematography, I really hoped it would take it, but I went to the Brutalist. Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu were the nominees. Costume design went to Wicked, which is fantastic. Those costumes are beautiful. Paul Tazwell won the Oscar for the costumes, so I think that was very well deserved. Although the category was pretty stacked, really. You had Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, and Nosferatu. All of those costumes were really beautiful, so it was a hard category, but I was happy to see Wicked take that. Directing, this went to Anora, Sean Baker, again. I've seen this movie, and it wasn't a bad film, it just like wasn't the top of my list. I really would have liked to have seen The Substance take it for with Caroline Forget. I hope I say her name correctly. I love The Substance, and I thought it was new and fresh, and I wanted to see it take more awards home. Directing also had for the nominees The Brutalist, Complete Unknown, Amelia Perez, and The Substance. Documentary feature film, I was happy to see No Other Land win. I haven't seen any of the documentary short films, so I really didn't have an opinion. The winner was The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Film editing also went to Anora, Sean Baker, which I found a little weird. When I watched Anora, I noticed that it was very choppy. Like, I guess it was like the style they were going for, but very choppy editing, so the fact that they won film editing was a little weird to me. The nominees were The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked. I would have loved to have seen it gone to Conclave or Wicked instead. International feature film, Brazil won for I'm Still Here. I really want to see that movie. I have not got to it yet, though. Makeup and hairstyling, The Substance did take this one, which I was happy to see. Had some great special effects for horror and creepiness, so I loved seeing that it took that home. There was like some other good nominees, though. I mean, you had A Different Man, Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Nosferatu, I easily could have seen it taken for Orlok's makeup. And then Wicked, of course, did a beautiful job with everybody's makeup, and Alpha is green, so could have seen those as well. But I was very happy to see The Substance take that. Music original score, The Brutalist won. Can't say I haven't seen it. The nominees, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot. I would have liked to have seen Conclave or Wicked take it. Conclave had a really beautiful score, and Wicked's was good as well, so probably would have just preferred those. Music original song, I'm still in denial that Amelia Perez took it because I haven't watched that movie and I never will, but the clips that I've seen, the music is so bad. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's so bad. I can't believe it took an Oscar. And you had like all these other amazing songs. I mean, there was an Elton John song nominated, but that took it instead when they started singing. I also find it weird that it took original song, or like, you know, music-wise, but like they didn't perform at the Oscars. Like obviously Cynthia and Ariana performed for Wicked. Just saying. Wicked wasn't in this category because it wasn't an original song, but I'm just putting that out there. So Best Picture went to Anora. Again, not a bad movie, not the worst movie I've seen. I have had a lot of emotions watching that movie, but it just wouldn't have been at the top of my list. So you had The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. So going in, of course, I wanted The Substance or Wicked. I'd since watched Conclave, and that was a really good movie too, but The Substance and Wicked were my top favorites going into these Oscars, so I wanted to see them take it instead. Production design, Wicked took that. Fantastic. Beautiful sets. Everything was beautiful in that film. Nosferatu or Conclave, I feel like could have taken it as well, because those were also very beautiful films. Live action short film, I'm Not a Robot one. I haven't seen any of these, so I couldn't give an opinion. Sound, Dune Part 2 one. I pretty much knew this going in because of the sci-fi sound effects. I haven't seen Dune 2. I probably won't because I barely made it through the first one. But other nominees for sound was A Complete Unknown, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and Wild Robot. So I wasn't surprised to see Dune win. And then also for visual effects, Dune took that as well. The nominees, Alien Romulus, Better Man, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. Writing, adapted a screenplay. Conclave won that. The nominees were A Complete Unknown, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing. Conclave was a fantastic movie, so I agree with this winner. And then writing an original screenplay, Nora won for Sean Baker. And I feel like that's interesting as well because at least watching the movie, I feel like there was a lot of ad-libs happening. So the fact that they won for original screenplay is funny. But The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5, and The Substance were nominated as well, of course. The Substance, I wish I would have gone to The Substance. But also, Jesse Eisenberg really deserved it for A Real Pain. That was a really good movie as well. So I think those two would have been higher on my list. But yeah, so those were just some of my random Oscar opinions of movies I have seen, I haven't seen, I want to see, I don't want to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very random little chat with me. I hope you guys are well. I'll see you in the next